If you remember 2020, I think we can all agree it was a serious year. And I needed something to help me look at it from a different angle. No one at my club had that pathway. So I had to rely on the manual and hope that somehow I would figure it out. Luckily for me, in my first speech, people from my club actually laughed. I was hooked. 6 months later, I joined another club online, this time Canadian and in English. I continued with engaging with humor with great mentors, but neither of them were in the same pathway. What they had was dedication and a great laugh that let me know what landed and what just needed to be eliminated. Little by little, with each project, I felt more confident. So much that when I got invited to perform the role of joke master in one of our sessions, I accepted immediately. It went a little like this. I started talking about consumerism and how I own over 20 books that I haven't read. How did this happen? Every time I finish one, I bought two or more. My bookshelf couldn't take it anymore. I had to hold an intervention with myself. Liz, this is getting ridiculous. It doesn't make sense that you spend another $40 on books when you have all of those sitting on the shelf. Next time there's a sale, you're not buying anything, not even if it's half off. A book sale came. Do you think I bought anything? I didn't buy a single book. I bought lipstick. Eight, eight lipsticks. This was a 2-minute section that evolved into a 7-minute speech with over a dozen edits and rewrites and presenting it as many times or more in front of an audience with feedback so I could hone my punchlines. The work paid off. This speech won up to division level in my Canadian 42 district. I finished my engaging with humor pathway in Ensenada, but my journey in comedy was just getting started. I enrolled in the Second City stand-up comedy class for beginners. It's a Canadian school, and worked on my craft. I stood up in front of 15 people on my first stand-up online. The second time, it was live in front of 50 people. I was nervous, but their laughter motivated me to continue. So much that a week later, I did my first set in front of 150 people. My heart was pounding. I just took the microphone, very similar to this one, and told them how I love my mom, but that doesn't mean she isn't a challenge. At the beginning of the pandemic, we both stayed home 24/7. And she still wanted to tell me about her day like I wasn't next to her when everything went down. I had to act surprised. This is her. Mija, sit down. You're not going to believe this. No phone, no phone. Put it down. Put it down. I cooked eggs for breakfast. That's not all. I made bacon and toast too, and I didn't burn a thing. Really, Mom? I'm so glad I put down my phone for this. It's so shocking. I can't believe I'm still standing. I had to do this while keeping eye contact because, according to her, if I wasn't looking her in the eye, I wasn't really listening. She wanted me to listen with my eyes. How is that even physically possible? When I started working online, I sat her down and I told her with my eyes that when I was working, we couldn't talk to each other. What she heard was that if verbalizing what she wanted wasn't an option, mimicking was. This is her in front of me, behind my camera. Only I could see this. What, Mom? Did you see my glasses? And at what time do you finish? After the third time she did this, I locked the door. Clear message. She didn't knock once. She texted, "Are you busy? Call me." It's not all bad. It's amusing watching her trying to make a decision out loud in public. It's like a village trying to come to an agreement at the same time in one person's head at a restaurant holding a menu. This is her. Salmon? I can order the salmon. The omegas are good, but Maria said there was a problem with the shipment. But it's pink and pink fish is good. Oh, and also a nice color like the blouse your auntie was wearing. Have you talked to your auntie? You should call her after this. But I'm hungry. What should I order? Oh, chilaquiles. And they have chicken. Do we have chicken? After this, could you check in the fridge if we have chicken? If we don't, could you drive me to the supermarket? But I'm hungry. What should I get? Should I really get the salmon? Maybe your auntie knows if it was a good shipment or not. What are you getting? Hot cakes? I can make those. But she never does. She never does. She's not really good at cooking. You know what she's really good at? Interrogating her daughter. Who needs a hot meal when you can get thrilled about every little detail in your life? It's okay. She won't remember later. It's like she has her own memory eraser Men in Black flashlight that she uses on herself on the daily. I asked her, "Mom, do you think you may have an attention deficit?" She said, "What? So you do think I should have ordered the salmon? I knew it." But guys, she never does. She never does. This was the first prepare set that I had. It took 6 presentations with great evaluations to get it where I wanted it to be. After this preparation, I was able to channel my nerves, but they didn't go away completely. Why do I do this? Am I a masochist? Maybe, but that's for my therapist to find out. Truth be told, I haven't given this set to an audience in over 4 months. I moved to new material, learning new techniques, expanding into new themes. I practice with friends, mentors, and audiences in open mics at least once a week and spend 10 minutes every day writing and practicing new material. It's a lot of work and dedication, but it's the most enjoyable work I've ever done. I'm so proud that I gave engaging with humor a chance about 2.5 years ago. Humor has enriched my life. And I'm sure that if you give it a chance, it will enrich yours as well. Every one of you has stories, experiences, and characters in your life that make you laugh. Why not share it with your friends at Toastmasters? I would love to tell you that eventually it will be easy and natural, that you won't get nervous and that you won't get butterflies in your stomach. But that wouldn't be honest. I still get butterflies in my stomach with each presentation, including this one that I'm giving at this moment. But the laughter, the joy, the smiles, the applauses make it worthwhile. The daily writing, the rehearsal, the critical feedback, even the occasional crickets, it's all worth it. I only wish I had discovered this passion sooner because no one has ever said, ah, I think I laughed too much today. Or, I wish I wasn't that funny. Or, you only like me because I never make you laugh. The engaging with humor pathway was a first great step in my journey, and it can be for you too. All you need is the pathway, the audience of Toastmaster to listen to you, and feedback to get you started. Find your inspiration in comedy, in real life. Ask for feedback and take what's useful. Let the laughter be the number one judge on what you keep, what you edit, and what you scrap. Another advantage with comedy speeches is that they have fewer words because you need to leave time for gestures, pauses, even maybe physical comedy. Don't be afraid to experiment with new approaches as you discover and hone your own comedy style. That's right, there's more than one style. But whether you decide to be the one providing the comedy or laughing at it, it's a win win. If it helps, remember what Jessica Simpson said: laugh a lot, it burns calories. One last tip: if you do decide to take this pathway and even end up in stand up comedy like I did, and you're set with your name like this. That's my time for today. My name is Liz Chavez, Toastmaster and comedy aficionado. Back to you, Madame Toastmaster.
Thank you, Liz. It was indeed wonderful, and thanks for personally thanks from me because I'm in the engaging humor path and I'm on level 5, and you gave me a lot of insights how to give that last speech of this pathway. Thanks a lot.